Hi, Shane Searson here to talk about the next daily drumming influences revisited, originally posted in 2012. Today it's kind of a unique drummer, and it is Pierre Moerlen, and a specific album. I believe it was just called Gong. And there's a song that was called Downwind, and the Madison Scouts Drum and Bugle Corps did this as a drum, a version of this as a drum solo back in 79 maybe. And when I went to Boise State in the 80s to go to grad school, and I was a GA for the marching band, I was a drumline instructor. Two of the guys there in the drum line, Bob Gabika and a guy named John Daly, this would have been the second year of the drum line, turned me on to Pierre Moerlen. It's called Pierre Moerlen's Gong, I believe. And that song was on there. And I'm like, oh, and I think I said something there like, oh, that's from this, whatever. So I ended up getting a copy of that album, and I really enjoyed it. And so, I kind of wore it out for quite a while. I played it a lot and everything. And I liked the drumming I heard. I liked some of the ideas I heard, the music and everything like that. Unfortunately, I didn't keep following what happened with him. And now this would have been pre YouTube, any of that kind of stuff. I'm sure if you look now, you can probably find some of that stuff. I do still have the album, but for that moment, I became kind of a huge fan. So very short and sweet. Thanks to Bob Gabika from Boise and John Daly from Boise, not the golfer, but. Those guys were the ones that hipped me to Pierre Moerlen, and I became a fan. So he became the drumming influence for the day in 2012. But obviously I was influenced back in the 80s and even the 70s and didn't know it by Pierre Moerlen. So Pierre Moerlen's Gong, if I'm saying that correctly. Thanks Bob, thanks John. Those are the guys that turned me on to him. So the drumming influence for the day, Pierre Moerlen.